Hey everybody, hello and happy Friday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. And today is Melody Writing Friday. And today we're going to give birth to a melody based on the Thursday's creative writing class that we call Picture This. Now, I wrote a series of words, and I hope you guys wrote words yourselves or a poem or whatever you thought based on that photograph. But today, what we like to do, or what I like to do on Fridays, is try to write a melody based on the lyrics that I had written myself. And so if you remember the picture, it was a heart wrapped in chains. That was the photograph for Picture This. And, the goal today is to write a melody based on the set of lyrics that I had written for this. I'm going to recap the lyrics so you can understand where it is I'm coming from with this, okay? So here's the lines. I don't know why I always took your love for granted. I told you lies so many times and broke your heart. No, now we're apart, sorry. Now that you're gone and you've moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. Okay. So, when I looked at the picture of the heart and I started to write the lyrics, I started to hear things, I almost heard it like when I start to hear music in my mind, and I hear a lot of music in my mind, sometimes it's very thematic and other times it's abstract. It's not super clear, but sometimes it is. And sometimes I hear things really clearly and I want to just, try to dictate it right from my brain and out my mouth. And sometimes when you doubt yourself for a minute, you can get stuck. That's why I always tell you, keep your phone around, because ideas pop into your head, and as easily as they pop in, they pop out, and you could lose something that you can never get back. That's why I dictate everything on my phone. I use my phone for everything, like from grocery lists to song ideas, and everything in between. And so it's become a vital tool for me to, when I write anything or create things. So I actually heard a melody pretty quickly for this. And then I had to find chords to go around it. And, what I did was I started to, before I even sing it though, sometimes I hear the cadence or the tempo of how I think something's going to go. And it almost reminded me of that Take Me to Church song in a way. Like I heard that kind of, remember that song? Take me to church, I worship like it. Like I heard that kind of a feel based on this. So I started to, come up with a line. So I was going, I heard the tempo. So it was like, I don't know why I always took your love for granted. I told you lies so many times, now we're apart. Now that you're gone and you moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. So that's kind of the tempo and the cadence, right? So and I didn't want it to be too notey, like, too many notes. Because, like, I saw this thing earlier today saying that there's a lot of songs right now that only use 3 notes as the melody, right? Like, Mary Had a Little Lamb is only 4 notes. They were showing a bunch of song examples, and I was amazed at, like, wow, that's only like Taylor Swift songs and One Direction and like bands like that. Like they were doing all these creative melodies only using literally three notes, and I was just so blown away by that. I thought, well, that's really neat. Let's see if we can do that. So I took a play out of that book. I took a note from that playbook. So I wanted to try that. You only have 3 notes. And what order you put them in really can make all the difference in the world. Just you only have 3 notes to choose from, but where you put them is a make or break thing for a song. At first I was singing it kind of low, and then I tried to do the octave of it. So I was going, wait. Right? Right? What's up? Something like that, right? So I might wait. But that was the idea, right? So I was going, that's what I was hearing in my head. So I was going, I don't know why I always took your love for granted. I told you lies so many times, now we're apart. Now that you're gone and you moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. So that's what I came up with for that. So at first I was like singing it low like that. It's kind of neat too. So I was I don't know why I always took your love for granted. Told you lies so many times, now we're apart. That's it. Now that you're gone and you moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. So, now, where did I get that from? Now, if you want to break that down as far as like interval or, theoretically, I started to find the chords to it too. So, but I was hearing, once I heard the melody in my head and the cadence, and then I could start hearing the chords in the background. But, that's it. That's right. So it's yeah. So that was the whole thing. I just thought it had that, I hear that Take Me to Church kind of a vibe with it. Like, you know, like an old vintage, something, make it sound like an older record, you know, like kind of scratchy and kind of like, you know, it's got that vintage, like album vinyl sound to it, you know. Production wise, it might be really neat. Or singing it in octaves, you know, so you get that, you get the low, you know, and then you sing a high one with it. So together you hear like the root and the octave. I love that kind of stuff. I love that when you have like an octave above and below singing the same melody. It just sounds so cool. So I of course, like, you know me, I always do a little mock-up of it. So like, I'm going to try this right now. So here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I always took your love for granted. I told you lies so many times, now we're apart. Now you're gone and you moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. Don't know why I always took your love for granted. I told you lies so many times, now we're apart. Now that you're gone and you moved on, no second chances. I had everything until I lost your heart. And there it is. That's the whole melody. All right, guys. So, I'm going to start working on this and write a whole song around that. And then, of course, you guys have to write the second verse. So I want to start working on that, putting the writing power to it. And then we'll see what we come up with together. All right, guys, that is all the time I have today. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Be safe and have a wonderful weekend until Monday. This is your songwriting partner signing off, Joe Seavey, saying good night and peace.